Hi. Good morning.
Good morning, Jesus.
My name is Kaylen. I am the oldest K3 sister.
I'm Kelsey in the blue today, and I'm the middle K3 sister.
And hi, I'm Kristen, and I'm the youngest K3 sister. I'm 19 years old, by the way.
Oh yeah, go ahead and say your age. Too.
I'm 24.
And I'm 22.
Yeah, being siblings and being in a band for as long as we have, we've definitely had some issues with like balancing the band aspect and the sibling aspect.
Yes, we definitely have our ups and downs here and there, but we are very similar. In fact, some of our comments say, "Are you guys triplets?" But we're like, no, we're just really close because we live together and we honestly have the same kind of vision, so we don't really fight that much.
Yeah, and that was one of the coolest things that happened to us during the pandemic was we got to live in the same house, obviously. We lived together, so that aspect did not change. We got to do our live stream concerts and write a ton of music, which I'm so happy you've enjoyed listening to our music. That means a lot to us.
Yeah, doing live stream concerts is something that my sisters and I very much value, is the live sound of a band. Because we talk about it all the time, the difference between a studio recording and doing live shows. And both, by the way, are wonderful ways to showcase your music. But we have fans, the K3SB fam, who listen to us from over 50 countries across the world, from Spain, Mexico, Japan and Korea, and so we're very thankful for all of those fans.
And before the pandemic, we did shows at various coffee houses and fairs and festivals and large venues. And in 2019, towards the end, we were already experimenting with how to use live streaming equipment, and we were gathering it. And so when the pandemic hit, we had done the research on how to do it, and so we really just knuckled down and buckled down in 2020 and started doing live shows. And we've just been able to reach so many fans all across the world.
The obstacle is that we have so much music, we don't know what to put out first.
It's like, which song do we release now, guys? Like, what goes up to the top?
Even with our newest album coming out, Jet Black Hearts, we've had to really calculate which songs we want to put on this album because we have so much new material since our last project, which was 13, our last album. So we love songwriting, and that's one thing that really got to flourish during the pandemic. We wrote so many songs, and we got to really experiment with that during our live stream concerts.
Oh yes, in fact, we always like to say, expect the unexpected with a K3 Sisters Band concert. You never know what to expect. We have a brand new, newly designed set list at every one of our shows, and our fans love coming to guess which songs we're gonna do. And it's a lot of fun.
That's one major difference that we do from other bands, is that we do our new songs at our live streams first before we put it on an album, because we really want to see how they react to it, and then that's when we go into the studio and kind of expand on that song to really
make it sound
to the fullest.
Yes,
extent.
exactly.
We have such an eclectic range of music and storytelling in our songs. And so that's why we created our playlists on our website, which is k3sistersband.com, where we have a song for every mood you could ever be in.
Okay, so as far as the original songs go in the set list, that's a really great question, by the way. No one's really asked us that.
Thank you, Jesus.
We try to evenly spread out our songs. We try to never do the same song the next week as we did the week before. And it's kind of a vibe. We go through and we're like, okay, we have to have some songs where we're each singing a solo, and we have to have some with the fiddle, and we have to have some with
edgy and
the
chill.
mandolin. Like we try to have a very diverse set of songs each time.
And because we are each multi-instrumentalists, we try at times to do songs where we're each playing the same instrument. And it's kind of hard because we're switching constantly during our shows, but we like to create our set list kind of like a puzzle and kind of piece them together in a way where we can even do transitions. And that's how some of our fans guess which song we're gonna do, is based on what girl is playing what instrument. And I don't know how they do it, but they're like detectives. They know somehow.
We like to use the W method for picking our songs, where you have a high-speed one, and then you bring it down, and then you go back up, and then you end it with a great one. And yeah, we also recently went to the Taylor Swift movie, and we loved it so much because she is one of our huge lyricist inspirations. And so
she did the same thing.
She did the same thing. It was really cool.
Great question. Our parents, we have to give credit to them because they're the ones that put us into our violin lessons at a very young age. I was about to turn 4, and I was already holding a fiddle, going into fiddle lessons. And so we've been learning different instruments throughout our lives, but the fiddle was first for all of us. So we've been playing that for over 10 years.
Yes.
And then we also learned how to play guitar, and then it just expanded. Kristen learned mandolin and drums.
The drums, yes.
Over time, the drums. She's really knuckled down on the drums, and I'm really very proud of her.
Yes, in fact, with our recent album coming out this December, Jet Black Hearts, we really wanted this album to be unlike anything we've ever done. And so this one, we're experimenting with my hybrid drum set, the acoustic and electric drums. So when you listen to it, K3SB fam and Jesus, it's going to have a flavor unlike anything you've ever heard of that classic rock and roll with some modern mixed in.
And your newest instrument, the ukulele.
Yes, the ukulele.
Yes, the ukulele. Oh, my newest baby.
Yeah, we say you're never too old or too young to learn how to play an instrument.
Yes,
I say
And that was the good thing. Our parents realized that the fiddle specifically, we call it that here in Texas, the fiddle. We never call it the violin, really. They're so small, and then as you grow up, you can just size up, and finally you'll get the full size. So,
but yes, we're always trying to inspire people to learn the skill of playing an instrument. It might take some years and some sacrifice, but it's so worth it in the end because it lasts with you for a lifetime.
Yeah, and we always have a saying, when you play these different instruments, they can kind of hurt your fingers or tear them up, but we have a saying called sore fingers are happy fingers because you're making music.
It means you're doing something right. Absolutely, it's the K3SB fam. They seeing their kind messages on our videos, or even just liking our videos, or what they think about our newest song that we debut, that is so important to me, that community that we've built. And it's just grown and grown over the years.
Yeah, if you would have told us 10 years ago, you guys are going to have over 1 billion views and likes worldwide, and you're going to have fans that actually know your music, I would have been like, wow, we made it, Wow. And we always look to the next thing. We always want to become better and learn more about what we do, because right now we're fully independent. We run everything ourselves, and that's actually a major thing that we struggle with, is balancing the band aspect versus the social media aspect.
Yes, because we currently are not with a record label. We are a do-it-yourself band. And so we really love that intimate connectivity with our fans. We have a direct-to-fan modus operandi, and we love and value their respect and love. And they know that we also respect authenticity. And so we really try to push that in our music.
Yes, and we also really value to have our own creative control, to be able to write the songs we want and release them when we want. And
yeah, make sure to stream these songs of almost 100 original songs on our website, k3sistersband.com.
Yes, the hashtag K3 motto.
Jesus, yes!
We had a pretty long list at first, but then we narrowed it down to these 3 sentences. I will always believe in myself and celebrate my life and the lives of others.
I will respect the music and customs of others as long as they are not harmful to anyone.
I will stand against bullying of any kind and choose love over hate. Hashtag K3 motto.
And we made that motto not only for us, because we were experiencing some cyberbullying at the time when we wrote it back in 2014, but it's just become something now that beyond our wildest dreams. Our fans are connecting with it. They're sharing it. They're buying the motto magnet, which is awesome. And they're sharing it to their friends. And the parents also have given us feedback of saying, thank you so much for creating this motto and giving my family this positive thing that they can hold on to.
Yeah, and it honestly means so much to us because we created it back in 2014 to kind of help us and each other, and we shared it to the world. And our fans just have gravitated towards it over the years, and it's literally gone all the way around the world and back. People in so many different countries are learning the K3 motto and striving to live by it.
They're even saying it in their own native language, which is so cool to see how it's spreading to their communities. And we love seeing how the K3SB fam films themselves saying the motto and they post it online, and it's so cool. We love showing it at our shows as well, of them saying it. So it's very important to spread love, and we do that through our music.
Good question. I mean, we always have like coffee meetings a lot where we just vent to each other. We go on walks together. We love going to different like open mics at various coffee shops and listening to other people. We don't sing at these open mics. We just love, because we're music lovers. We go to enjoy the other music, and it's a great way for us to decompress.
Yes, and we also love to go on hikes together. We love hiking. It's one of our favorite hobbies. And I also love to cook and bake. And so sometimes to like relieve some stress, I will bake a cake and for my family. And I also love to decorate them with like intricate piping work. It's very like therapeutic to do that.
Yes, and I like to do some sewing, just some handiwork sewing of upcycling or adding some bedazzled, a little bling to some of my suits or random clothes. And I'd recommend to the K3SB fam and anyone else listening to find those little moments of joy in your life. For us, it's listening to music and these other things we mentioned, but find those moments. It could even be a person that brings you joy, but find that and hold on to it and explore that joy that it brings you. And when you're in those dark moments, think of the motto and think of that happiness, and it will bring some light. Thank you so much, Jesus, and thank you for having us on ThisFunktional. We love your interviews, and it was just so much fun as well.